Hello everyone and welcome to my coloring corner. Today is a Monday, so we are going to continue with Yu's work and we're going to complete the Valentine Cutie today. Hello Mandy, hello Davissa, hello Dawn, hello Reen. I hope I pronounced that correct. Question. How do you find remotivation for coloring? I actually do scribble therapy, and scribble therapy is when you take a handful of pencils, a blank piece of paper, and you just scribble. And that actually works. So, hello, Vicky. Hello, Laura. Welcome, welcome. Hello from Ontario, Canada. That's awesome. Hello, Celine. Good afternoon, darling. Hello, Dawn. Yes, I hope you find your motivation as well. I have a new series that I am doing, which is basically starting back at the elementary level. So if you want to go back to basics, sometimes helps as well. So, so I'm going to zoom you in and we're going to get started here. Yeah, watching others color is also a really good motivator. Zoom you in so that we can get started. We're going to be working on her dress today and hopefully the background. So we're going to start with, yeah, exactly. We're going to start with number 59 and we're going to start in this part of her hair. Remember I told you that this part of her hair was going to be pink. So we're going to start here with number 59. And we're going to put that shadow in. These are watercolor pencils, so basically you lay down the color, then you activate it with water. Sometimes I find going back to basics is what you need to do. If you don't like homework, I apologize. We do have homework in my tutorial, new tutorial videos, so I do the homework too, so just saying. You guys aren't the only ones that have homework. Hello, Lisa. Welcome, welcome. Yes, Flowwood watercolors. They are listed below the video. Um, I was not able to find the full set, but there is a smaller set on Amazon. You could probably find them on AliExpress or maybe even Temu, but I'm not positive. I did not look. Yes, so they are spelled like that. You know they're watercolor pencils because they have a little paintbrush on them. They do have regular pencils as well that do not dissolve as well with water as the watercolor brushes or the watercolor pencils. So make sure it's got that little paintbrush on it. The watercolor pencils are actually very simple to use. You use them the same way you do regular pencils. You just don't have to put as much pigment on the paper. Like for example, the pigment I'm putting right here Actually, I'm going to move you over a little bit because you can't see too much. So we're going to move over this way. There we go. So the pigment that I've put on here, once I activate it, I can spread around, and that's going to give us our base coat, our base color. And then we'll start adding the hair flicks and that sort of thing with a darker color. And you don't have to coat everything. You don't have to put a heavy layer down. You just need to put a nice level layer. Oh dear, chasing plumbing problems. That's no fun. I am glad you're able to sit down. Hello, Alex. Good evening. So now I'm just going to take the paintbrush that I've got water on, and I'm just going to spread that pigment around with the water. If you are working in a coloring book, you may want to use a Tombow blender pen instead of a water brush or a paintbrush. I am working on watercolor paper, so it's a little bit more forgiving with the amount of water I put on it. But if you're working in a coloring book, that paper is not going to be very forgiving. So it is better to use a blending pen instead of a water brush or a paintbrush. Just going to activate this and then I'll look up at chat. This is a bauble, so I'm not going to color that the same color as her hair. It does take me a little bit of concentration so I don't go outside the lines, but hello, Bonnie. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Bob. Good to see you both. Just going to come up into the brown here a little bit with that pink, like so. Now we're going to take a darker color. We're going to take number 59. Actually, we're going to take number 60. Yeah, number 60. Because we just used 59. Actually, yeah, number 60. Yeah, plumbing issues do happen. You got a heating pad on your back. I'm going to dry this with the heat gun just to make sure that it doesn't wet my pencil. And I'm going to try to make sure I get this pencil nice and sharp because I want to do some flick marks. So now we're going to come in with a darker color and we're just going to flick in the direction of the braid. And it's not quite dry enough. It's still a little damp. Sometimes you can feel the paper. If it's damp, it will give a different feel when you're flicking. It will kind of just mash instead of give you the little flick marks that you want. Like so. And then we're just going to take our brush and we're just going to flick with our brush. And there we have her braid. Well, that's good. At least you have a good plumber. All right, so there is her braid. We're going to let that dry. And we're going to actually move on to her dress. For her hat, we used number 59 and number 52. And that's what we're going to use for her dress. Thank you, Alex. So we're going to start with number 59. This part of her dress, the sleeves of her dress as well as the chest area are all see-through, so they're all transparent. So we're just going to put a little tiny bit of the color that we want on that transparent area. Because we still want to see the color there. We still want to see the color of the cloth. Even if it is see-through. Put a shadow here from her hair. And a shadow through here and up through here. And then we're going to take the lighter color, which is number 52, and we're going to fill in some of the area because we want that color to show through. Like that. Thank you, Lisa. And then we're just going to activate. Ooh, the Daytona 500. I don't watch that. As you can tell, I'm streaming. So now I'm just activating, starting with the lightest color area first, and then going into that dark area. Just make sure that you go through and activate all of your pencil. Like so. Ah, okay. So as you can see her ruffle through this as well as her hair and her arm. So coloring it with a very light layer of your actual colors gives you the ability to see those colors behind the color of the fabric. I'm going to do the same thing up here on her neckline and her chest area. We're going to take that dark pink and we're going to put in those shadows. I'm not going to put as much of the light pink in here because the light is hitting the front of her. But we are going to put in those shadowy areas from the butterflies. Because those areas will show darker, and around the edges where the cloth is going to show darker, where there's more of a fold in the cloth. Oh, okay, you videotaped it. I did not watch it. I was struggling with a swatch chart. Just saying. I'm trying to get the swatch charts ready for the listing on the shop. So some of them are more geared for my own personal use. They're not really, I understand them. I don't know if everybody else will. So it's easier just for me to revamp them for you. Oh, nice. Aw. Well, thank you for choosing to watch me instead of coloring. So I'm just going through and activating the pink and dragging it down into the cloth. With doing this, it will still give that haze of that pink, but it won't overtake the skin tones a whole lot. Not too worried about coloring or getting the paint on the butterflies because I will be coloring those with gel pens later. We will be adding some glitter. I am absolutely loving yours and Bob's pages that you've been drawing and painting and coloring and all the stuff. It's absolutely gorgeous. You both are so very talented. I couldn't draw my way out of a wet paper sack. I can color, but that's about it. And even then, sometimes I question my ability. All right, so there we have our chest area. Now we've got another sleeve here to do as well. So this one we're going to do the same thing. We're going to take our number 59. We're going to put in that shadow. Now this one you see the ruffle a little bit more detailed. So we're going to go into those details with our deep color. Hello, Carol. Welcome, welcome. Again, going around the edge with the deeper color and down the skin line. We're also going to put a little bit down the hairline there. That is wonderful. And like I said, you both do absolutely beautifully. I am so impressed with all of the things that you guys have been posting. It's just absolutely wonderful. Not quite sure I believe you 110% that there's no competition there, but I'll let it slide. Welcome, Claire. No worries, you're not late. You get here when you're able to. That's the great thing about YouTube is it's recorded. Hello, Aspie. Good day, good day, good day. All right, so I'm just going to activate this now. I'm going to pull from here first and push up into the darker color. I activated that little bit of the darker color up at the top so that when I push the lighter color up, it will blend. I'm going to activate the edge now. We're going to bring it in. If you find you have too much of a color, you can activate it and either take your paper towel that you have handy, always have paper towel handy, and either dab it up or you can just wet your brush, wipe it clean, and just pick it up. And there we have her other sleeve. All right, so that's her sleeves done. Now we're going to do her ruffles, and we're going to do her ruffles in a very, very pale pink purple kind of color. So number 12. uh, so we're going to do up here on her neckline. And it's a very pale purple. We'll add some pink to the edges, but we're going to do the base color first. And then we'll add our dark color. So I'm just putting down a very loose layer everywhere I want this color to be. So the artist that we are working on is an artist called You. That is her pen name. It's not her real name, but it is her pen name. And she is my youngest son's girlfriend. And she is a wonderful artist with anime. So if you enjoy anime, make sure that you show her some love. I am selling her pages that she has drawn for us over on Etsy. So if you would like to purchase some of her work, feel free to head on over to Etsy and do so before they get overtaken by hundreds and hundreds of swatch charts and you can't find them. I will be uploading swatch charts for sale starting in March. And hopefully by then I will have you set up with her own Patreon shop so you guys can still find her work fairly easily. All right, so there we have the edges done. Am I not selling what on Patreon? Hello, Yana. Welcome home from work. Hello, Jen. Um, yes, but next time I'll get better aim. Of course we missed you. Yes, I'm still selling her stuff on the Patreon. Um, but when I get her set up with her own Patreon, it'll be easier for her to upload when she has things ready than to wait until, she can get a hold of me to upload things. So yes, they are still available on Patreon. They will be available until I get her set up with a shop, and then I will post what her shop is so that you guys can still find her. You can also type in exclamation point YUUIG, and that will give you her Instagram so that you can see. Oh, I'm sorry, I meant Patreon, not Etsy. If you type in YUUIG, you can take a look at her Instagram and see what she's working on and what she has been working on and what she does and all that stuff. She's very talented. Yeah, yeah. A lot of anime is drawn that way. That's one of the things about the anime style. All right, so there's her ruffles. Now we're going to take our heat gun and we're going to dry this off. I want to make sure it's really dry because I'm going to come in with another color. All right, now we're going to come in with our deep pink. So we're going to come in with number 60. Hello, Marcy. And we're just going to come in and we're going to start adding some depth, some shadows. The folds in her ruffle. And for all the new people that have come in, thank you so much for coming in and hanging out with us. I appreciate it. It's always great to have new people join the chat, join the community. Don't be shy. Make sure that you ask any questions that you have. If I don't see them, somebody will let me know that there's a question to be seen. The mods are pretty good at that. All right. Just gonna come in off of this edge here a little bit more. Now we're going to activate that. Thank you, Dawn. Got gurgles. Sorry about that. I must need another sip of coffee. Everybody that has a YouTube channel, put in a happy face so that Vicky can go and visit you. If you have an exclamation point in your channel name, for example, Divisa, I do believe is exclamation point Divisa. That will give you her channel address. Exclamation point Shannon will give you Shannon's address. Exclamation point Tanya, all of those things. If you're not on your channel login, then type in your channel name so that the new people can find you. If you want to, I do believe exclamation point Emily will give you Emily's. There's a few of them. We were working with 60. Tammy is working on moving, so she hasn't been streaming the past couple of weeks, but she's usually on after me on Saturdays. So if you watch my stream on Saturday, you will hear me tell you to go visit Amazon Tammy after the stream. She usually streams about an hour after me until daylight savings time hits, and then I do believe it's 2 hours after me. Shannon streams on Monday morning and Thursday morning. Thursday a little bit later than Monday. Well, it's morning for me anyway. For everybody else, it's probably afternoon, but for me, it's morning. Absolutely. The Discord channel has many different YouTubers that are listed as well. So when they're posting videos, it will show up there if they're on the list. All right, so we've got number 60 um, almost finished in here. We're just going to put a shadow under her hair and under her cheek area there. The shadow from the inside of her shirt there as well. Like I said, with watercolor pencils, you don't have to put down a lot of pigment. You can move that pigment around to where you want it to be. Hello, Catherine. Welcome, welcome. So we're going to activate under here first. And into the shadow areas here. Again, if you feel that you have too much pigment and you're overtaking the other color, just wet your brush and just push it back a little bit. And just blend it into the undercolor here, like so. Yeah, as long as the cat's not in the way. And then the same thing here for her little ruffle here. Shannon does. It is exclamation point Shannon will give you a link to Shannon's channel. Tammy is exclamation point Amazon Tammy. And I do believe Emily is exclamation point Emily, but I'm not positive. Who else is streaming? Can't remember if I have one for pickle or not. All right, so there we have that. That is the ruffle for her dress. Now we're going to do the same thing down here at the bottom of her dress, but we're going to work our way down to it so that we don't put our hands in wet paint. All right, now for her dress, we're going to go with our light pink like we did on her hat. And we're going to use number 58. Let's see which one. Where is number 58? Is this one? No. I know it's out here. There it is. Which is a little bit more of a red pink for our outline. Yes. Um, is it under that name, Claire? If you have a YouTube channel, put a happy face, and if it's under the name that you're currently on, they can put in your name in the search bar and find it. Or one of the mods can pull it up for them. And so I'm putting down a layer of the light pink first. So this is number 52. The brush I'm using is a brush that I got out of a travel kit. I'm also going to be using the Fumi, Fumui. I'm going to be using these brushes as the big brush as well for the background. And they're just a travel brush. The other one doesn't have a name, unfortunately. I did try to look it up and see if I could get a link for it, but I don't have a link for it because I couldn't find where I got it from. I do believe that it was something that a company sent me. All right. Hello, Callie. And then we're going in underneath here. That's going to be rose and leaf. And I'm just doing very loosely. I'm not worried about covering the whole area with a heavy layer of pigment. I do want pigment on the whole area to activate, but I don't need it to be a heavy layer. Now this comes up here and up here. Like so. Thank you, Jan. I'm coming through with that dark red pink color into those shadow areas. Now this is a really highly pigmented color, so I'm being very thin with it. So Jen just posted a link for Claire's channel as well, so make sure that you head over there and hit the subscribe button. I'm going to sharpen this. No worries. You are. Awesome. Okay, that's wonderful. All right. Just going to get the shadows in here. And then we'll activate this, and then we'll do the ruffle here. Now, you didn't put in the full ruffle here because that's where the light source is going to be hitting it. So it's not going to be as dark in those areas. But I'm going to put it in anyway, just because there's going to be a shadow there. All right, I think that's it for our shadows. Hello, Sue. Absolutely. I'm going to come through here and we're going to activate the darker area up here. And then we're just going to push it backwards a little bit. Hello, Calamity. Well, obviously you needed some rest, dear. Again, if you want any of U's work, you can hit exclamation point YUU, and that will take you to my Patreon. I was going to say Etsy again. Patreon. I don't have an Etsy, just so you know. Um, and you can purchase her work off of the shop. The shop is open to the public, so you do not have to be a Patreon member. Do not feel that you need to sign up for Patreon to use the shop. You don't. And I am off screen, so fell asleep. That's the best way for babies to be. Sleeping. All right, so we're going to pan down so that we can actually see what we're doing. So I'm coming through and I'm activating both the pinks together. I'm activating the dark first, and then we'll activate the light and we'll bring that together, smoothing out any edges. Like that. All the funds beyond the fees for the Patreon store go directly to you, so um, help support a new artist if you enjoy her work. All right, going to come up through here. We're just going to pick up a little bit of that dark color and just put it in there because I forgot to put it there. And I must say that working on watercolor paper is a lot nicer than working on, oh, now I'm off screen again. Ay, ay, ay. There. That should keep me on screen. Working on watercolor paper is much nicer than working on coloring book paper with water. But too much water on there. So I'm just going to pick it up and dry it off. Yeah, I try not to, but I get involved. My brain gets involved. I get concentrating on what I'm doing and I forget to look up to see where the camera is, especially if I've zoomed in. All right, we're going to activate all of this. And bringing that upwards because this part down here we're going to do in that purple. I always have brain problems. Actually, I don't have brain problems. That requires having a brain. I gave mine up for Lent and forgot who I lent it to. Just saying. Some days that's how I feel, to be honest. There are truly some days that you can tell that my mother was blonde. I get throwback days, I'm telling you. But my mother is a very intelligent person, and it does not ring true for the blonde jokes, I must say, before I get in trouble. Good night, Claire. Have a great sleep. All right, gonna dry this. And then we're going to take our purple again. And we're going to coat this with the purple. And we're going to move down a little bit because I'm off screen again. Actually, I'm just going to zoom you back out a little bit. And we're going to move down there. Hello, Emily. Absolutely. When little ones are sleeping, you do everything you can possibly get done in that time frame. Including sleep. All right, so there's our light purple. Now we're going to go in with number 60. Hello, Topeka. Oh, I am sorry, Emily. I hope it goes away soon. Migraines sucketh to the 100th degree. Awesome. Have a great night there, Bob and Bonnie, if you're going to. I can't wait to see your post tomorrow. Yeah, no, no, you gotta work together. No, no jumping ahead of people. Good night, Bonnie. Have a great sleep. And if you have not already joined the Discord or want to join the Discord or have joined the Discord, um, Bonnie and Bob have been posting their wonderful works of art in the finished pages and works in progress. And Bob has actually gifted us some wonderful drawings that he has done. Tammy and I did a joint stream coloring some of Bob's works, and he's just phenomenal. He's just so talented. So if you want to take a look at those, they are listed in the artist gifts in the Patreon. Hello, Shannon. How are you feeling? All right, so I'm just activating the dark, bringing it into the light, getting those shadows activated. Hello, Angela. If you scroll up, um, or if Jen has the link still, she can repost it for you. You are fine. Well, that's good. I'm glad you're feeling a little bit better. Jen is usually not here at this time of night, so if she is still here, which she may not be, she can repost it. That'd be awesome. Now this was printed on an inkjet printer, so my lines are bleeding a little bit with the water. So there's that. But that's okay. We'll work with it. Thank you, Jen. There is the link for Claire. Jen Loves to Color just posted it for you. I do not have it in the Nightbot yet, so I did not know she had a channel. Now I do. So now I can put it in the Nightbot. Or maybe I did and I just forgot. Or brain. You get gold stars. Yay! All right. And there we have her ruffle down there done. And there's a couple of spots that didn't activate properly. Or at least I didn't like the way they activated. So we're just going to tidy those up a little bit. And we're going to dry this off. Before I stick my hands in them. You guys doing happy dances. All right, now we're going to come up here and we're going to do the ruffle, which we did on here in gold. So the ruffle here will be in gold as well. So we're using number 158. Good night, Dawn. Have a great sleep. Don't want you falling asleep in the chair. 4 o'clock in the morning. That's late. All right. You're only half there? All right. Now we're going to use number 130. just going to do the edges and age up that gold a little bit. I fall asleep everywhere. I do not fall asleep in my office chair, although I have fallen asleep on my desk once. Oh, well, that's what happens when you go on vacation. Now you have to have a vacation from your vacation. You have to recuperate from your vacation. I know how that is. You go on vacation and you want to do all the things. And your body's going, hey, I thought we were on vacation. All right, now we're going to activate that. Dawn went to bed and Jen is exhausted. Shannon came in and Angela came in. That's about it. You're caught up. I'm making a mess of this poor girl's dress. Starting in the gold part first, coming back into the brown. Yeah, that takes a lot of effort too. Oh yes, and you did a gold star happy dance. And welcome back, Claire. Well, thank you. I'm being very, very careful at this point because I want the gold to shine through, but I want that edge as well. I want that shadow, but I don't want it to overtake the entirety of the gold. And there we have her gold ruffle. Now we're going to dry that off and then we're going to do the heart. And I forgot to do her gloves, so we're going to do that first before I forget to do it again. So we're going to take number 59 And we're going to come down on her glove here. Just putting in a little bit of color that will drag around. And I'm off screen. So we will tilt you back up so you can actually see the glove. I really wish my mouse would just cooperate. My mouse decided that it didn't want to cooperate. Good night, Jen. Have a great sleep. I'm just going to blend this out, leaving those edges a little dark and just dragging that around. Well, you know, Shannon, she is getting old. No worries. Nice one. Okay, so now we're going to do the heart. So we're going to do number 46. So her glove is done now, so we're going to do the heart itself. And I'm going to hear about the old remark because like she's like a month younger than me. Or a few days, something like that. So she'll tell you something. What is? What did I miss? I missed something. Hold on. All right, Laura, have a great night. Get some sleep. Thank you so much for the hearts. I appreciate it. Oh, okay. Her, you actually named her Valentine Cutie, so that's what we're going with, because she's a Valentine's Day cutie. Thought I missed something. I thought you guys were showing pretty things and I had missed it. Now I'm not too worried about getting too detailed on the heart here because I am going to be coming over top of it with some gel pen. So this is going to be sparkly as well, either with gel pen or with stickles. I haven't decided yet. Hello, Zoe. Your hearts are gone? Sometimes I get them, sometimes I don't. It's very strange. I'm going to come through here with the red very lightly. So when I activate it, that dark red will show through more and give that tufted look. I may have to come through with more of the dark red. I'm going to dry this. Oh, thank you, Zoe. I'm sorry that you wish you hadn't had lunch. Now we're going to take our dark red. I'm going to get a different dark red because I want it a little bit darker. So we're going to use number 47. No, number 44. We're going to come in a little bit heavier on that line. And this line. And then we're going to activate that. some off. Thank you. So I'm just picking up some of the color in the top of the tufts so that there's a light, a light spot. So that it looks like there's tufts there. Then we're going to take the red again and we're going to come in here on her necklace. Same as we did on the band on her hat there. The butterflies I am going to use gel pen on or other glittery things. All right, now for the roses, we're going to use number 49 as our base, which is a really, really light pink. And we've got a leaf sticking out there. So we'll have to come in and put in the leaves as well. And I'm just covering the whole area. Well, thank you, Zoe. Yes, you should be sleeping, isn't it? Like the middle of the night there. All right, now I'm using number 59. And we're going to activate this and then I'm going to start adding the red so that we have the same kind of roses that we have on her hat down here. I just want a little bit of different colors for the base area. Oh my goodness. Sleep is one of those things you kind of need to do, Zoe. Especially at this time of night. My goodness. All right. Now we're going to let that dry. And then we're going to come in with some reds and some greens. All right, now we're going to go with our green. And we're going to do the light green first. And then a medium green. Oh my goodness. Were you reading, Angela? You guys are all a bunch of night owls. I was up until 12:30 last night. That's about as late as I go though. I've gone about 1. Then my brain goes, "Hey." And we have a slipping here, so we're just going to put that back down. Oh, I think my board's wet. Hold on a sec. Yeah, my board got wet. My board got a little wet, so it wasn't sticking. I am using a hot press um, watercolor paper, but it's not sticking to my board for some reason anymore, which is really annoying. I got it to stick. I don't want it to curl. All right, so what was I doing? Oh yeah. I might need to put new washi tape down, but that should hold it for now. Hopefully. Yeah, that happens. Brain just says, nope, you're not sleeping tonight. All right, so I was going to activate the leaves and start in the light, work down into the dark. Like so. Then we're going to take our red, so number 44, and we're going to come in and start adding some red to the flowers. It is just a craft heat tool. Um, if you go over to my community page, there is a post on there of this year's projects, and this project is on the bottom of the list, and the heat tool is linked there if you want to take a look at it. So it's just a inexpensive craft heat gun. You don't need anything expensive or too fancy. Even a hair dryer will do, but I find that they blow a lot more air than necessary and not as much heat as necessary sometimes, or too much heat depending upon It's got one level, works for everything that I use it for anyway. Hello, Marilyn. Oh dear. Yeah, that's got to be keeping you up at night. All right, gonna come through here, do the darker pink. Then we'll activate this and we'll add some of the red. Another thing is if you are a reader, somebody that enjoys books and reading and that sort of thing, and are a part of the Discord group, um, there is a new channel in the Discord for readers. It's called the Book Nook. So check out the posts in there. Angela and Alex are in charge of that one. So they will be doing some different things in the text channel as well as the voice channel. So if you're into reading and that sort of thing, make sure you check that out as well. And that's on the Discord. All right, now we're going to come in with the red. Which red were we using? 46, there we go. Let's use the same red. Absolutely, it qualifies. Absolutely. I know that they are planning some different things in the chat, so there's a chat room for it and there's a text room for it as well. So you can post your books and do your TBCs and all that, or TBRs, I should say, because it's not to be colored, it's to be read. Books that you find interesting, books you don't like, all those things. All right. Again, going through with number 59. We're going to activate it, dry it, and then we'll go through with the red. And then we'll do the green on the leaves, and that will be that for these flowers here. And it gives you guys a place to, just read books, talk about books, and if you get bored with books, you can pop over and color all in one place. And we're going to go in with the red. And we're going to activate that. All right, and then we're going to lift some of that off just for the highlights, like so. And then we're going to take our greens and color in our leaves here. All right, and then we're going through with number 97, which is our medium green. And then, oh no, that was our dark green. 97 is the dark green, never mind. We'll come off of that with, actually I think we don't need the medium green on those. They're small. There we go. And we're just going to clean up that edge a little bit. And then we're going to dry it. Okay. Now we're going to go in with our reds again, and we're going to do her bows. So I need this one, that's a brown. Number 48, what color are you? So I need that one. And these ones. I'm not sure which one I'm using. All right, so we're going to come in and we're going to do the stripes here. And this will also have some stickles on it. I'm just putting the color on it for now. I'm not going to activate this part quite yet. And then we're going to come in and we're going to do the edges of the bow. The great thing about watercolors is you don't have to be extremely pretty about your layer just when you activate it. Oh, and I missed a part of her skirt. I missed her skirt here. I got the purple on it, but I didn't put the pink on it. So I'll activate that here in just a minute. Like so. I can't believe I missed that entire piece of her skirt. Thank you, Angela. All right. And then we want this one. Ooh, goodness. um, hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I think I'll skip that one. Thanks. Scooch up. Scooch up. Nope, that's down. There you go. Thank you. Yeah, no, no. I don't wander off alone in the snow. Oh, yeah. No. I live in Oregon. We don't get that kind of stuff out here. activate this, and then I'm going to come in with the brush and drag things in to a highlight here. Just bringing that color into the center areas. Yep, nope, it's not a good idea. I don't read those kinds of books. They make me scared. I haven't read in so long. I need to start reading again at some point. Oh, awesome, Catherine. You'll have to show me later. Like I need another sharpener. Yeah, I need to look into it. I was thinking that that'd be a good thing to do while I'm on the exercise bike instead of listening to music. Although I used to have issues when I was younger, when I used to read all the time, is I couldn't put the book down until it was done because I wanted to know what happened. And I really don't want to stay on the exercise bike all day trying to figure out what happened in the book. Catherine, I'm sorry. It's my fault, is it? Did I come and line them up on your bed, my dear? I don't think so. All right. Now we're going to activate this. What time is it? Oh my goodness. Been doing very little in 2 hours. Sorry, guys. They were on sale. It must be my fault. I see. That I could probably get behind. That's probably my fault. All right, there we go. Run the air over her again. Well, let's do her other bow here first before we forget. They're talking about reading books and coloring books and all of the above. We talk about everything here. Everything and anything. Yep, it's getting up there. Here in Oregon, it's almost 8 o'clock. I've spent 2 hours um, painting pink. Lots and lots of pink and red. All right. So I'm going to zoom you out here. And I will finish this on Work in Progress Wednesday um, as a video. It's not going to be a live stream. I don't live stream on Wednesdays anymore, but I will do a video finishing this off. I am also going to do a background with watercolor. So we're going to do a blue background with watercolor. I'm just going to finish this heart here before I forget it. And then I will also be doing some gel pen and stickles and that sort of thing. I will try not to make it an extremely long video, but it all depends upon how quickly I can move through it. And there she is. Like I said, I'm going to do the little butterflies in stickles. I'm going to do this little heart here before I forget. I'll miss these little details if I don't get some color on them. Yeah, move it, move it, move it. Um, so yeah, there will be liquid pearls on the little hearts, maybe some liquid pearls on different areas. I'll make things sparkle, maybe. So I will, like I said, finish this on a work in progress Wednesday video. I will I will talk through it this time. Usually I just put music to it, but I want to tell you what I'm doing so that you guys can follow along if you choose to, and that sort of thing. Again, if you want to check out Use Work, thank you. You can hit exclamation point YUU. There is also a link that is pinned to the top of your chat. If you want to come hang out with us in Discord, you're welcome to. Yeah, so make sure you give the artist some love. Check out her work. Go say hello to her on Instagram, that sort of thing. All right, guys, with that, always remember to like, comment, and subscribe to any YouTube artist that you enjoy. And of course, always remember to relax, color, and stay safe, everyone. Until next time, bye-bye for now.